Brian Johnson, better known by his online alias Liver King, rose to fame in the digital age as one of the most controversial and talked about fitness influencers in the world. Known for his extreme physique, primal lifestyle, and unapologetic promotion of eating raw organ meats, especially liver, he cultivated a massive following and a unique brand that sparked both admiration and skepticism. But behind the beard, bulging muscles, and wild energy lies a complex story filled with reinvention, internet fame, controversy, and a relentless pursuit of identity and influence. Brian Johnson was born in San Antonio, Texas in the late 1970s. Unlike his later persona, his early life was marked by insecurity and a struggle to fit in. He has openly shared that he was a small, asthmatic kid who often felt left out and was frequently bullied. The death of his father when he was young left a significant impact, and Johnson found himself searching for male role models and a sense of strength both physically and emotionally. He eventually turned to bodybuilding and strength training as a way to build confidence and transform himself. Through discipline, lifting weights, and developing an intense interest in ancestral health, Brian began to forge a new identity. He attended Texas Tech University, where he studied chemistry and eventually graduated with a degree in biochemistry. Though he initially pursued a career in the pharmaceutical industry, his passion for fitness, entrepreneurship, and alternative health steadily pulled him in another direction. After leaving the pharmaceutical world, Johnson launched several successful supplement businesses with his wife, Barbara Johnson, who he often refers to as Liver Queen. The couple built a health and wellness empire that included brands like Ancestral supplements, which marketed freeze-dried beef organs and other natural health products. Their mission was to promote a return to primal living, rooted in the belief that modern lifestyles have caused many of the diseases, imbalances, and weaknesses present in contemporary society. Brian's brand truly exploded in popularity when he began promoting his ancestral lifestyle on social media under the name Liver King. With his bare-chested, sun-soaked videos, long hair and beard, and constant references to ancestral wisdom, he stood out instantly in the crowded world of fitness influencers. His commitment to living like a modern caveman, eating raw liver, sleeping on wooden planks, walking barefoot, and rejecting processed foods made him both a spectacle and a sensation. Central to Liver King's ideology were what he called the 9 ancestral tenets: sleep, eat, move, shield, connect, cold, sun, fight, and bond. These tenets, he claimed, were the foundation of human vitality and strength. Lost in the sedentary, modern lifestyle, his content encouraged people to get outside, get uncomfortable, and reclaim the primal energy within. While some saw him as a living embodiment of strength and discipline, others dismissed him as a performance artist or snake oil salesman. Perhaps the most infamous aspect of Liver King's persona was his diet. He routinely consumed raw liver, testicles, bone marrow, and other organ meats on camera, foods that most people considered extreme or even repulsive. He claimed that eating like our ancestors would unlock hormonal balance, mental clarity, and physical power. His bold, often shocking approach to nutrition earned him millions of followers across TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. His catchphrases like became viral soundbites, and his physique rippling with muscle and veins became a calling card. Despite the laughs and memes, there was an undeniable sense of admiration around his brand. Many people praised him for preaching personal responsibility, masculinity, and discipline in a time when those values were being questioned or reshaped. His message resonated deeply with men, particularly young men, who felt disillusioned by modern life. Poor diets, sedentary routines, and the absence of purpose. Yet as Liver King's influence grew, so did the skepticism. For years, Johnson claimed that his muscular, lean body was the product of his ancestral lifestyle alone. He repeatedly insisted that he had never taken steroids or performance-enhancing drugs, instead attributing his physique to his diet, cold plunges, intense workouts, and spiritual connection to nature. Critics, trainers, and fitness experts openly questioned the authenticity of his claims, pointing to the sheer density and vascularity of his muscles as highly suspect. In 2022, the controversy erupted into a full-blown scandal. Fitness YouTuber Derek, from the channel More Plates, More Dates, released a comprehensive video titled The Liver King Lie, in which he exposed emails and leaked documents, suggesting that Brian Johnson had spent over $11,000 per month on a cocktail of anabolic steroids, human growth hormone, HGH, and other performance-enhancing substances. The receipts were undeniable. Johnson had been secretly using PEDs while publicly denying it and promoting a natural lifestyle to millions of followers. The hypocrisy stunned fans, critics, and even casual observers. The backlash was immediate and severe. Memes flooded the internet, fitness communities exploded with debates, and Liver King's credibility took a massive hit. Shortly after the exposé, Brian Johnson posted a video titled "I Lied." In it, he admitted to using steroids and taking full responsibility for misleading his audience. He expressed remorse and explained that his original intent was to help people who were suffering from depression and poor health. He claimed that he created the Liver King persona to inspire men to reclaim their strength and vitality, but acknowledged that his deceit had compromised that message. The video marked a turning point in his public life. Some fans appreciated the apology and saw it as a step toward accountability, while others felt betrayed and abandoned the brand entirely. Regardless of public opinion, the Liver King had been unmasked. His raw liver-eating bravado was now forever linked to deception, and the fitness world used his story as a cautionary tale about authenticity, influencer culture, and the dangers of idolizing image over truth. Despite the scandal, Johnson didn't disappear. Instead, he doubled down on his brand, reaffirming the core tenets of ancestral living, owning his past mistakes, and trying to rebuild trust. He appeared on several podcasts, including controversial hosts and fitness creators, where he gave more detailed accounts of his use of PEDs, the stress of maintaining the Liver King persona, and the psychological pressure to live up to the expectations of his audience. In many ways, Brian Johnson's rise and fall mirrored the arc of many internet influencers who create characters larger than life. He leaned into spectacle, cultivated mystery, delivered strong messages, and built a cult following, but at a cost. His story raised important questions about the influencer economy. Beyond the controversy, Johnson's business empire remained surprisingly resilient. Ancestral supplements continued to generate millions in revenue, and his family maintained a strong presence in the wellness community. Barbara Johnson, Liver Queen, remained by his side, and the couple continued raising their sons with a mix of primal values, homeschooling and physical training. Their home, a massive ranch complete with workout facilities, rustic interiors, and hunting gear, served as a testament to the lifestyle they preached, even if not every detail was as raw as portrayed. As of 2024, Liver King remains active on social media, though with a slightly more reflective tone. His physique, while still impressive, has become a subject of transparency rather than illusion. He openly discusses his hormone therapy, dietary shifts, and evolution in mindset. He appears on panels, gives speeches, and collaborates with health experts to continue promoting ancestral principles, this time with a more honest foundation. While some continue to mock his journey, others see it as an example of personal growth, an imperfect man who created a character, made mistakes, and came clean. Johnson himself says he hopes people don't just remember the lie, but also the lessons learned from it. He believes his message still matters, that people are meant to move, eat naturally, avoid toxic lifestyles, and reclaim their purpose. In the larger cultural context, Liver King's rise and fall is more than a fitness story. It's a symbol of the era of viral fame, the power of branding, and the fragility of truth in the digital age. He emerged during a time of health crisis, mental health decline, and cultural disconnection. He offered a clear, primal answer to a complicated world, even when that answer turned out to be flawed. The conversation he sparked around masculinity, health, and authenticity continues to resonate. Brian Johnson, Liver King, is no longer just the raw meat-eating, shirtless strongman of Instagram. He is now a case study in the power and peril of internet fame. His legacy is still being written, not just in liver and muscle, but in humility, resilience, and the long road back from deceit.